Eureka, the ESA Retrievable Carrier was flown to the United States on a jumbo jet to be loaded into the US shuttle Atlantis, which was successfully launched on July 31st, 1992. One of its missions, to deploy Eureka, the European Retrievable Carrier, a unique, reusable, user-oriented facility that has been developed by the European Space Agency.
Launch sequencer monitoring pad systems. 20 seconds.
The astronauts are now in the process of suiting up in their orange pressure suits inside the operation and checkout building. Here you see Franklin Chang Diaz. Commander Lauren Shriver was shown just a few minutes ago. Chang Diaz putting pins inside his flight pressure suit. Mission Specialist Jeffrey Hoffman, shown here.
Payload Specialist Franco Malerba. He's primed for TSS science on the blue team. Marsha Ivins, the flight engineer, is backing up Commander Lauren Shriver and Andrew Allen during ascent and entry. And she is also the primary person for photo and television documentation of the Eureka and TSS operations. Pilot Andrew Allen, orbiter operations during the blue team activities. And he'll be assisting Commander Lauren Shriver during the rendezvous and proximity operations. Claude Nicollier.
Among the crew of 7 was ESA astronaut Claude Nicollier from Switzerland, who had been selected as a mission specialist and had trained with NASA for many years in the United States. He had trained with NASA for many years in the United States, where his training included several sessions in a swimming pool in which astronauts become familiar with performing their tasks under weightless conditions.
Safety tether there. Better go on the other side of the arm.
Yeah, it becomes kind of a burden now, being it's on the other side.
Yeah. To go along all of the arm, I can reach it directly from where I am, at least in this particular case where it's so close.
Okay.
Lauren Shriver, Andrew Allen, Jeff Hoffman, Franco Malerba, Marsha Ivins, Claude Nicollier, and Franklin Chang Diaz. Commander Shriver there now has entered the white room. See Jeff Hoffman in the background. Claude Nicollier. Mission Specialist Marsha Ivins now crawling aboard the Space Shuttle Atlantis.
CLS go for OAA retract. TLS go for approach sequence 4.
First sequence now underway.
TLT, clear caution warning memory.
Atlantis now being powered by the onboard fuel cells. Gimbling of the main engines is in work. The liquid oxygen tank is now being pressurized for launch.
Flight crew, close and lock your visors. Initiate O2, slow. Time to fly.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Main engine ignition. All 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission for new utility in space.
Houston's now controlling. Atlantis is rolling on course.
The launch was a major step forward in the utilization of space. The platform is the first European retrievable spacecraft. It will stay in space for at least 8 months and, with its 15 instruments on board, research workers will be able to perform more than 50 experiments in microgravity, space science and technology. ESOC, the operations center of the European Space Agency in Darmstadt, Germany, is responsible for operations related to Eureka, whether relating to the spacecraft itself or to the instruments on board.
All systems are performing well. Atlantis now traveling over 12,000 miles per hour.
Soon after the shuttle had reached orbit, the cargo bay doors were opened. The following day, ESA astronaut Claude Nicollier carefully surveyed Eureka using the video camera at the end of the robot arm and grappled to the spacecraft. Eureka was hoisted very gently out of the cargo bay and held close to the shuttle. The ESOC Control Center and the Johnson Space Center control rooms were working in parallel. ESOC commanded Eureka via the Johnson Space Center and the shuttle.
Hello, D.
Okay, we're seeing fantastic picture from the Eureka and the shuttle, and on top of it is the Earth.
Good, I'm glad you're not missing this. Great. OD payloads, I'm up.
Payloads go.
Okay, we're having some dropouts here on the orbiter comm system. So I want you to confirm when we get good telemetry back that deploy buses are off and that the TCU temps are okay, because those are the messages we keep seeing.
Okay.
Inco flight.
Drive flight.
Just looking at the timing of those failures, kind of stands out to me that it's pretty uniformly every 19 seconds.
Payloads, OD.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Question, do you still have telemetry at this time?
No, we have not been able to lock up good on you since you went to your redundant side.
Okay.
Maspalomas has just reported their antenna as being red.
Eureka, Sam, Houston data.
Go ahead, Houston data.
I heard on Prime Ops crew is currently in the red.
Maspalomas is red.
Payloads, prime op.
Go ahead, payloads.
Okay, we're having trouble commanding through the orbiter, so we want to take us out of the loop over Kourou and Maspalomas and let you guys do it from the ground and see what kind of luck you have.
Okay, copy that.
After activating some systems on board, the next difficult phase for ESOC was the deployment of the solar arrays while Eureka was flying with the shuttle round the Earth.
Houston payloads, Eureka, some prime ops.
Go ahead.
Okay, we send now the command to deploy the solar arrays. And I'll make reports on this loop as the progress, as the command progresses.
Okay. Flight payload. When solar array deploy is complete, if we didn't drift too bad, we want to just stay free drift and go ahead and do antenna deploy.
I concur.
Payload SOD, we can now report deployment has commenced on both wings. It
Very
looks
good.
like we have a good deployment. Velocity looks nominal.
Roger, we concur. Roger that. We're looking over your shoulder. Looks good.
Information P1, deployment is still
They'd like them to
commencing
stay free
nominally.
drift so that the pod can confirm that.
Continuing nominally. Wing 2 is 6 degrees behind.
They're very low.
After the solar arrays had been successfully deployed, the antennas, which are used to communicate with ESOC's worldwide network of ground stations, in this case Kourou in French Guiana, Maspalomas in Spain and Perth in Australia, were also fully extended.
OD payload.
Payloads go.
Be advised, comm is really not good right now. We see a lot of dropouts on your lane.
Okay.
Fly then go. Go. We're back to the same condition we were before.
The difficulties experienced by ESOC in communicating with Eureka via the space shuttle led to the decision to hold the satellite overnight on the arm, attached to the shuttle, which was still flying around the Earth at 25,000 kilometers per hour. On the 2nd of August 1992, Eureka was ready to be released from the arm and to fly free under the control of the European Space Operations Center. The Orbit Transfer Maneuver, OTM, was then required to raise the height of Eureka's orbit from 425 kilometers to 507 kilometers before starting the full scientific mission. A first aborted attempt to raise its orbit on the 2nd of August was followed by a successful maneuver on the 6th of August.
Increasing up to 4 feet per second as the satellite raises its orbit from 230 to 273 nautical miles.
Atlantis, Houston for Eureka.
Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, do you have visual confirmation that the spacecraft is maintaining attitude?
Sam, yeah, we believe that it is.
Eureka is now fully operational and orbiting 508 kilometers above the Earth. During the next few months, Eureka will serve as a laboratory in space for the scientists on Earth, who will receive their data from ESOC and enable them to analyze the results of their experiments. ESA and NASA are already preparing for the retrieval due in the spring of 1993, hoping that the maiden flight of Eureka will have contributed enormously to the remote control of experiments and to future ESA programs.